Snoop Dogg's jaw-dropping car collection revealed. Calvin Cordozar Broadus Jr., or as we all know him, the Snoop D-O-double-G, is as iconic as pretty much any hip-hop artist can get. Right from the underbelly of California to becoming a pioneer of the West Coast hip-hop style, Snoop has done it all. But here's a little secret. Snoop has a thing for cars. When the Cali-based rapper isn't writing rhymes, he's putting together quite the car collection. From vintage lowriders to giant school buses. Yup, you heard that just right. Snoop has a taste just as distinctive as his rap style. So, come with us as we take a tour through this OG's car collection, including the one ride he gifted to Kobe Bryant. Number 1. 1968 Buick Riviera. Snoop loves his vintage rides. So, it only seemed fair we begin with the oldest car in his collection, the 1968 Buick Riviera. Sporting a 7-liter V8 engine, the Buick Riviera can deliver up to 360 horsepower with 470 pound-feet of torque. It also reaches a top speed of 132 miles per hour, going from 0 to 60 in over 8 seconds. Yeah, you've definitely seen faster, but Snoop wasn't going for speed on this one. What the Buick doesn't deliver speed-wise, it more than makes up for in performance, comfort, and style, solidifying its status as an absolute classic. This particular Riviera made an appearance on one of Snoop's old music videos. There's even a chance you've probably seen it without knowing you have. In 2006, Snoop released the single Vado off his 8th studio album, The Blue Carpet Treatment, which became quite the hit among American hip-hop fans. If you watch the music video closely, you'll actually be able to notice this absolute beauty being featured. So, yeah, he's got quite the history with this one, which is intriguing given that he's got 2 classic Rivieras, but the 1968 model takes front row. The 1968 model is the second generation of the classic and is longer, wider, and up to 200 pounds heavier than the original. Snoop also had this bad boy customized because why not? It has pink wheels and a decal on the hood showing off a picture of, you probably guessed it, the rapper with his wife and daughter, under the words, "Me and my girls," and "Dog's Angels." He's definitely not parting with this beauty anytime soon. You want to find out the classic he did part with? The ride he gave to Kobe? Then don't go anywhere, because the fun has just begun. Number 2. 1974 Cadillac DeVille Lowrider. Time for another fun fact people actually don't know. Lowriders are never actually manufactured. No, they are customized, with the body lowered, sitting barely inches from the road surface. This will definitely not get you anywhere on the dirty tracks or even the hilly streets of San Francisco. But since when did that count in LA? Lowriders have been a key part of the West Coast gangster hip-hop style since the 90s. Snoop is no exception. He loves himself a vintage lowrider, and the 1974 Cadillac DeVille is his favorite. Besides holding a special place in Snoop's heart, this 1974 Cadillac model has a special place in automotive history. With its iconic look, smooth driving experience, lush amenities, rich history, the 1974 DeVille represents the pinnacle of 70s American luxury. Snoop still had some work done to really make this bad boy his. In addition to the lowrider customization, the rapper gave the vintage a lime green paint job, lemon trim, and lime green wheel rims. Certainly not colors the car manufacturers thought they'd ever see the Cadillac in. A 7.7-liter V8 engine produces 340 horsepower and has this bad boy flying to a top speed of 166 miles per hour. It also goes from 0 to 60 in just 4.6 seconds, a major upgrade from the 68 Buick Riviera. Trying to figure out the words to perfectly describe Snoop's Cadillac DeVille? How about something absolutely eye-catching? That definitely does it. Number 3. Tesla Model X. Snoop has a garage filled with petrol-guzzling, carbon-belching dragons. So, it only makes sense to have at least one car that doesn't have you wondering about the environment every time you go for a ride. That's where the Tesla Model X comes in. In 2017, Snoop tweeted, "Tesla just dropped off my new ride." Snoop was embracing his new eco-friendly friend with gusto. The Model X is widely regarded as a great car, offering a balance of cutting-edge technology, electric performance, and versatile utility. So, Snoop couldn't go wrong with this EV. Complete with Falcon Wing doors, autopilot, 22-inch matte black onyx wheels, air purifier, a 17-inch touchscreen, and black leather seats with an ash wood interior, the Model X caters to your comfort like only a modern car would. Something Snoop isn't very familiar with. As you know, its powertrain is all electric and has no conventional engine, but that doesn't make this guy any less powerful. The EV reaches a top speed of 155 miles per hour and produces up to 670 horsepower. Its acceleration is also pretty impressive, zooming from 0 to 60 in 3.8 seconds. So, that is instant torque, impressive range, and smooth acceleration, all while being eco-friendly. Win-win. While all this sounds rather exciting, the Model X isn't particularly perfect. The car has received its fair share of criticism for reliability issues and build quality in the past. However, Tesla has continuously improved the model through software updates. Snoop, on the other hand, seems to trust the EV enough to have it fitted with 6 seats for his wife and 4 children. Number 4. 2008 Dodge Challenger SRT8. Rather surprisingly, it seems like everyone knew about Snoop's love for cars except us. This explains why car manufacturers have tried to milk Snoop's love for automobiles and get the West Coast rapper to promote their inventions on a bigger scale, which makes quite a lot of sense given just how popular he was back then. Dodge were one of the car manufacturers who once pulled the stunt in 2008 when they brought the beautiful artist in to actually test drive their Challenger SRT8. Well, it's safe to say that the test drive went pretty well. So well that he ended up adding it to his collection, which is a bigger deal than you'd realize because of Snoop's love for vintage cars. The Dodge Challenger is one car that needs no introduction. Pretty sure Dom Toretto made sure of that in the Fast and Furious franchise. Under the SRT8's hood is a 6.4-liter supercharged V8 Hemi engine capable of unleashing up to 425 horsepower and 420 pound-feet of torque. Speed-wise, it's the fastest car in Snoop's collection so far, reaching a top speed of 173 miles per hour and capable of going from 0 to 60 in just 5 seconds. In a car collection filled with customized classics and legacy cars, the Challenger SRT8 still stands out. This bad boy doesn't skip out on comfort either, sporting features like a premium sound system and heated and ventilated seats. It's no wonder why Snoop had to get himself one of these, and he still has this beast sitting in his garage. So the big question is, which did he give to Kobe, and why? Well, don't get impatient now, only a few more cars to do. Number 5. 2006 Snoop Chrysler 300C. Talking about car manufacturers getting Snoop to promote their latest vehicles, we definitely can't miss the Chrysler sponsorship of the early 2000s. The rapper was at the height of his fame then. Where others saw one of the greatest rappers ever, the Michigan-based automotive manufacturer saw an opportunity to sell even more of their cars. So, unlike Dodge that just got Snoop to test drive their cars, they actually hired the rapper as a spokesperson to advertise Chryslers, a move that paid off as sales went through the roof. As a token of their appreciation, he was awarded with a Chrysler 300C, a car so popular and revered then that anybody who was renowned owned one, from Dr. Dre to Barack Obama. You're probably wondering, why the Chrysler 300C? A question that can be answered with a quick peek under its hood. Equipped with a 5.7-liter V8, this classic is capable of producing 485 horsepower and 475 pound-feet of torque. Don't be fooled. This American muscle is also quite rapid, reaching a top speed of 173 miles per hour, same as Snoop's Challenger SRT8. It can also go from 0 to 60 in a little over 5 seconds. In 2006, these numbers were beyond elite. In addition to all this power the 300C packed under its hood, its interior whispered luxury, featuring heated and ventilated premium leather-trimmed front seats with 12-way power adjustment, including lumbar support. Even with these features, that makes this Chrysler an absolute classic. Snoop still had to add a little bit of identity to it, make this car his own. So, he had it lowered, yet another lowrider in his collection. He also added blackout taillights and windows, chrome rims, and the word "Dub" plastered on this beauty's trunk and windows. All in all, compared to the Cadillac DeVille, this is all still low-key by his standards at least. Number 6. Rowland Heights School Bus. Yep, you heard just right. What is a school bus doing in a garage full of customized vintage and legacy models? How many celebrities do you know have a school bus sitting in their garage? Well, if there's one thing we've learned so far, it's that Snoop is not like other celebrities. And there's quite the story behind this school bus. Back in 2004, Snoop actually coached the Rowland Heights Raiders football team in LA, one of the rapper's many detours away from hip-hop. So, the young, wild, and free artist decided to buy a dilapidated school bus for $4,500. This was a pretty good idea then because it meant that the players now had a way to get to and from games. Of course, it didn't end there with Snoop. He had to give it his touch. The West Coast rapper then went to work on this big guy, kitting it out in Oakland Raiders silver and black and going as far as fitting it with 70 speakers, 27 video screens, a $90,000 stereo, which is a whole lot to spend on a stereo, 2 DVD players, and a VHS player, which fit it quite well for its time. And there was still more. The MVP in each game got to play the bus's Xbox on their way home. And as a bonus for the great work Snoop had done on this one, the bus also features, on its side, a huge picture of someone throwing a football. and you definitely know who. No doubt, this is unlike the other cars in his collection, but there's really no better vehicle that showcases who the rapper is. And as usual, there's only one word that describes this vehicle perfectly: eye-catching. Number 7. 2009 Ferrari 458 Italia. Snoop's collection so far has been nothing short of unique, but in the end, he's still a car-loving celebrity. And can you really be a millionaire petrolhead without having at least one Ferrari in your collection? Well, that brings us to another really expensive, high-performing car under the rapper's belt. The first and only sports car in Snoop's collection. If you'd believe that, a 2009 Ferrari 458 Italia. The Ferrari name already makes this one a really special car, but there's more. This model was in production between 2009 and 2015, making it a rare and prized part of the West Coast rapper's collection. The 458 Italia is a supercar that speaks for itself due to its incredible blend of design, performance, and engineering brilliance. All traits we know Ferrari excels at. Its mid-engine design, paired with a high-revving, naturally aspirated 4.5-liter V8 engine, delivers up to 562 horsepower and 398 pound-feet of torque. This beast can absolutely fly, reaching a top speed of 210 miles per hour, a new record in Snoop's collection, and capable of going from 0 to 60 in just 3.4 seconds. You've probably never pegged Snoop as a man of speed. Yeah, you definitely wouldn't be the first. The 458 Italia's aerodynamic build, featuring cutting-edge features like active aerodynamics and a sleek body, ensures optimal agility and performance, which explains its jaw-dropping top speed. Now, Ferrari certainly didn't prioritize only speed. The 458 Italia's cockpit offers a balance of functionality and balance, with nothing but premium materials and advanced technology. So, you're definitely going really fast in comfort. And just to make the celebrity favorite a little more fun, it comes with a F1-inspired steering wheel. Number 8. 2015 Polaris Slingshot. And now for something a lot more different. Batman quite clearly doesn't exist unless Snoop hopping out of the Polaris Slingshot counts. In the rapper's own words, he refers to this little guy as the Batmobile, and he's not far off at all. This cheeky three-wheeler is a far cry from your reliant everyday automobile. For starters, it has a single wheel at the back. However, it's also lively, nippy, fun, and above all, costs only $26,000. The cheapest car in Snoop's large and expensive garage. That still doesn't make it a pushover in the slightest. The Slingshot is far from what Snoop's used to. Perhaps it's the Batman-like look that got the West Coast rapper excited. Nevertheless, it's quite the ride and surprisingly still packs a punch under its hood. The three-wheeler boasts a 2.4-liter Ecotec engine turning out 173 horsepower and 166 pound-feet of torque, which doesn't seem like a lot. But for a car that weighs a little over 1,700 pounds, that's quite impressive. The Slingshot even has a side-by-side bucket seats and a tilt-adjustable steering wheel. With this being a mere three-wheeler, you wouldn't expect Snoop to still get it upgraded. Well, you couldn't be more wrong. Apparently, all his automobiles get equal treatment. So, he got this bad boy customized with a chrome blue paint job and a blinking blue and purple dashboard. A really colorful Batmobile. And now, 8 exciting cars later, and as a reward for staying this far, it's time to answer the question you've been asking for quite some time now. What car did Snoop gift Kobe Bryant? Number 9. 1996 Pontiac Parisienne Lakers Edition. Snoop has filled his garage with some of the most iconic vintage rides money can buy, and the 1996 Pontiac Parisienne is yet another absolute classic that was made even more iconic when the rapper gifted the ride to Lakers' very own Kobe Bryant. This car holds a really special place in automotive history due to its unparalleled blend of style, performance, and comfort. The Pontiac Parisienne is known for its smooth drive quality, comfortable cruising abilities, and refined handling. This beauty, however, still comes with a degree of sadness. Snoop gifted Kobe the Pontiac Parisienne when he retired in 2016. It's no surprise that Snoop's always been a big-time Lakers fan, and the 1996 Parisienne is a unique Lakers edition. This beast doesn't only hold power under its hood, but also on top of it. The Parisienne's hood is embellished with some of the Lakers' all-time greats. Among those featured were Magic, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Shaq, Wilt Chamberlain, and even Kobe himself. Yeah, all this sounds pretty cool, but there's still one last big reveal that really makes this Parisienne Snoop's. Right in front and bigger than the rest of the Lakers all-timers is Snoop himself in a Lakers shirt emblazoned with Superman's logo. Now, that's more Snoop's style. Well, Besides all the work the rapper got done on its hood, what lies under it puts the Parisienne in a league of its own. Sporting a 5-liter V8 engine, this classic is capable of producing up to 194 horsepower and 285 pound-feet of torque. The vintage is no slouch speed-wise either, reaching a top speed of 120 miles per hour. While this is all exciting, there's a sad part about Snoop gifting this legendary car to Kobe. The Lakers' legend was probably not lucky enough to drive this beauty around much. Nevertheless, the 1996 Pontiac Parisienne remains an iconic part of Snoop's crazy car collection. And with that, guys, we've reached the end of today's tour through yet another jaw-dropping car collection. Snoop's car collection only reinforces the rapper's laid-back style. One of the mottos the Doggfather lives his life by is, "If the ride is more fly, then you must buy." And he's done a whole lot of buying. A car collection as fly as Snoop himself.